Yeah, we got issues regardless. Okay, yep. This one can. Yeah, this gotta go. Yeah. Well, he can still attack. You know what? Yeah, you can attack. Oh, he can attack him and still die. You know what? Fuck it. I know I'm kind of talking out loud randomly, but he did put a lot on the field just now. But now I can feel like that's a good counter. Regardless of what he does, I got him. You know what I mean? He needs to add more is what I'm saying. This is an impressive dragon deck for just a red blue. I like that. Stomp the shit out this, but still nice. Yeah, this card is a bit problematic due to the fact that all he has right now is dragons. This is going to die ASAP. Get the fuck out of here. And I wish he would attack me with this. I wish he would. Yeah, I ain't attacking you though. Alright, we'll get this shit off. Yeah, I'm good. Alright, he broke his whole hand on that. I can save you too. I'll just do that. Let's just get you out of here. Wasn't too much problems. And yeah, for 5, we have to. For the culture. It's calling me. You have to survive. I know I was going to think about doing this, but I have to do it for the channel. We got to get this on tape. I've never done Toronto and Siege of Strauss McCall on a live. Can I get it? Can I get it? Oh, let's get it for the channel. Am I going to put, yep, we got 3 copies. You served your purpose. Yep. Ooh, I will take drain on my guy. Thank you. Oh, not the right support. It's still alright though. Let's get us. Yeah, I'll take 0 coast copies of that. Yeah, let's just 2, 3. That's it. That was worth it. Got it all in. We got some problems. We have 0 cost copies in the deck. Good lord, this is going to be a problem if I could just somehow get them. My emphasis now is just simply draw power. I'm drawing. That is all I need to do. And I'm playing actions, of course, as well, but I feel like that goes without saying. I knew that was coming. I was just hopefully I didn't have to see this card come out anytime soon. Alduin is a problem. I mean, that's not going to help, but sure. What do we do here? Well, I'm not worried. What dragons he has here? He has plenty. Shit, I was in line. I'm trying to draw cards. There we go. Let's get it. Yeah, let's just go for the culture. We out. Yes. Who needs to get it? You do. There we go. Let's get it. Do I need to Yeah, you should discard that. Yeah, let's just. I'll keep that. Yeah, this is one hell of a field. And I'm curious. Yeah, I feel like I can do that. As you can clearly see, everybody, I'm swinging right here. This has I care nothing about this anymore. I stopped caring about that when the second siege went off. As you can clearly see, I'm out of here. Yeah, as you can clearly see, I'm out of here, boy. I ain't got no time for that shit. Shit. You need guard for that. Anyway, we out. Yeah, that's real helpful. Can I do anything with that? I think I got game here, but just be on the safe side. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. And that's it. I should actually just summon to see what the equip card was, but why do that to my opponent? But man, that shit was real. Peace, everybody. I hope everyone enjoyed that little throwback. We're gonna kick it into a bit of a more detailed discussion. So what's really good, y'all? Let's get it. That was Singleton, and that is just a theme of wanting one card or one copy of one card in any deck. So you've probably seen that before. It's probably nothing new. So I wanted to kind of touch on the key cards and why they're important to always play. So let's get into that.
We have Meraki the Deathless. You summon, you pretty much gain 5 health and pretty much restore rune. This card is one of the most solid, most restorative effects in the game, hands down. Literally restoring 5 health and gaining back a rune. That is actually, that's self-sufficient on its own, but now think about, competent amateur or even professional players that really been in this game for a while. Think about how they can really manipulate the cards. So you have cards such as Dark Rebirth, where you can literally sacrifice it, put another copy in the field and duplicate the effect. A Night to Remember, you can simply resummon it on the opposite side of the lane and pretty much activate the effect again. So again, 10 health and restoring 2 runes if you're in that position is a really great. It just makes all their effort and effects nothing, worthless, because you have cards in your hand. You're going to be prepared to draw some more if they break a rune again. And more importantly, restored your health, so you're ready to kind of get back on the attack or defense, or for lack of a better term, to pretty much continue the game. That card is broken, hands down. There's no way around it. That card is OP broken, and I'm happy to only see that in Singleton, straight up. Sets Masterwork, a 3-core support that is arguably the most attractive support in the game. To be honest, this is what make me want to play Singleton to begin with. It makes every card in the deck cost 1 less, meaning your Taskmaster can hit the field earlier, you can play your Fresh Start earlier to go plus. It makes every card in the deck more efficient due to the fact it costs 1 less. Can't get any better than that. And the last one, the main one, the big motherfuckers, Siege of Strauss Macaw. And this card is just hands down, you're reading it. It seems like it's just, I feel like I want to talk about this card specifically because it's the value that you get out of this card that really surprises opponents. Pretty much you get to play a random creature, item, support, and action from the deck. And yeah, let's talk about why this card is so key and so fucking important. As you clearly can see in the intro video, just having playing that, you can play a support, action, and monster. And again, I can play a 7-core support, 5-cost monster. You can see what I mean. You can get more value out of this card just off of what you're playing. Obviously, it's a crapshoot because you can play low cards as well. But the gamble on this is just, again, you're having 3 cards played from the deck. Most of the time, you're going to be hitting some gold because it's your deck. You pretty much know what you're going to be putting in there. At least that's the theme. Okay, listen. I would not actually call this a key card, but if we're being honest, like if you're going to be playing a support and it's like, this is the card I love to see pop out in Singleton, to have this card played and then pretty much activate it again. Yeah, that's game. There's really like, that's usually your opponent's going to have a difficult time getting out of that. I've been on the receiving end of that, and it's either you either have like a god hand or it's over. They're literally going to be playing actions, and if they have a mouse on the field, they'll play it again. I say that to say that, outside of those 3 cards, there is nothing. Let's break it down. This right here is my efficient Pilfer Singleton build. More importantly, I'm bringing this up specifically because like there are a lot of valuable cards here. Clearly, there's some powerful cards, legendaries, etc. But I would not say that there is one card in particular that makes this deck special. Like for example, we have Thieves' Den here, and Thieves' Den is very popping for this deck as I can just make every card Pilfer and then getting +1/+1. And that's why it's not even a key card. I don't even run Master of Thieves in this build because I don't really care for it. It just helps out every monster that I put on the field. But Thieves' Den is not the star, but just think of him as like a team player because you combine it with cards such as, where is he at now? Another support such as Imperial Might. It kind of combos better now when you think about it. I'm getting a free 1/1 every turn, and that 1/1 can eventually turn into 2/2. That doesn't sound like nothing popular, but again, you think about cards like Hardfinger Marauder, where you can break a rune and possibly get an equip card to him. I'm saying all that to say that I want to talk about the mindset of Singleton and how to make every card count, because every card should count. Every card is valuable because they have the potential to be, one, unpredictable. You can kind of do shit with it that your opponent can't expect because you know the deck better than the opponent does. It's Singleton. Let's see what I mean in some actual gameplay. So, my apologies. I wanted to kind of just cut to the meat of the match, for lack of a better term. pretty much my opponent's been rushing me. I'm at 17 life. My opponent's been kind of charging me head on, for lack of a better term. So what I want to kind of highlight right now is the overall aspect of the synergy and control. If you've been watching my Telvanni videos or just my overall videos in general, I'm not too interested in keeping my life at 30 untouched. Like, I know it's going to be a close duel. So I said to say that the game is not over until I hit 0 life. I'm never tripping at being at 9. I'm used to being at 9 or low life. Anyway, my opponent has exhausted a lot of resources in his hand, as you can clearly see. I'm chilling. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, that card is something to be of concern, but I have a better counter in my hand. And all I need is one keyword. Take a guess what that keyword is. Not yet, but we gonna get there soon. I just need to hit it once. Just one drain. And hopefully, you know, guard would be, you know, really nice. But we got that in hand too. Kind of ready for that. Yeah, we good here. And we could pop the support anytime we want. But again, right now, we're not worried about any of our monsters dying. We just need to get drained.
Until my last breath.
Now we good. I feel like that's a wasted kind of play right there, but I'd be alright. Like, the game is over.
My thanks.
But yeah, quick control. Alright. So if you made it to this half of the video, I appreciate you. Definitely please consider dropping a like for the video. It does help the channel out. And now let's take a more free flow approach to the conversation. And that's really just, well, right now we have the supports doing our work for us. We got Masterwork, we have Imperial Might. They're going to start building the foundation, especially if we can start to squeeze in forward at some point in the match. But I wanted to talk about just the overall weakness of Singleton, and that is bad hands, as you can clearly see. You know, if my opponent had a bit of a more stronger monster presence in terms of attack, I'd have a reason to be concerned. And with the hand that you have, you do have to kind of understand how to work it, because you can have a bad hand and that's on you. You're not even going to be aware of what you're drawing. So it's just very important to kind of understand what you have in your hand. Make sure that you have complete control at all times. And that's important. I feel like control is what Singleton is about. Right now, it looks like my opponent has control, but you see the hand, you see the field. There's really very little to worry about, especially as we begin to kind of show our strength, for lack of a better term. See? And now we could just relax and slowly set the bait. I don't need to play Forge now, because I can just kind of clear the field a little bit and give him cause for concern, make him play some cards in the hand now. Yeah. And that's it. Again, these cards are very important. If they stay on the field, it's going to continue to stack. But right now, I'm not worried at all. Like, he can kill that field. Cool. I'm going to have a bigger setup going into next turn. Yeah.
Your order. Into the breach. Your order.
So that move actually had me thinking. He is not able to kill my Taskmaster, so I actually don't need to waste the siege. I can actually replay that, get a get the same effect with another item, preferably some with a higher attack. Fair enough. And repeat process. Like, this is enough of a threat where he has to address this. And once he gets past that, then he can get to siege. If he can get to siege. I doubt it though.
Well fought.
And this is what I mean by just control. Like, what I have on the field, even if he was to clear it, I got so much more firepower in the hand, it's not even funny. I'm not even going to get a chance to play all these supports. Can't say all matches are like that, not at all, but when you do have control in terms of Singleton, there is nothing, I'd like to argue there's nothing that he can do.
Watch this.
Here we make our stand.
He'd need to put Mushroom Tower, Parthenax. Yeah, like that alone, maybe that can get him started if he can fit that within 10 Magicka. But nah, we out of here. See what I mean?
Let's do this.
Watch this. Well fought.
The battle is yours.
So right here, what I wanted to showcase, again, this is kind of cutting in kind of early. My opponent hasn't done a lot of damage. He's on the defensive. But more importantly, I wanted to talk about control again with the fact that with Siege in my hand, it's not that deep. This is in a situation where I won't even need to touch it. Again, just utilizing what's already on the field and making that work to your advantage.
Sail through storms does it again. I stand ready.
Let's do the fishing.
No need to rush. And again, we taking our time. We got a lot of options now. And again, with Singleton, I also have to state that it does come, I wouldn't recommend it for beginners if I'm being honest with you. I feel like this playing Singleton comes with understanding just the different themes of the deck. Like, I know my opponent has access to Ice Storm, Unstoppable Rage, and you know, I'm not worried about cards like that. Or at least I'm prepared to deal with cards like that.
See about this.
Yeah.
Da da dee da. No, that's not right.
And you see what I'm doing right here. I'm just resetting the threat. You know, forcing him to get back on the defensive, even though he cleared out my lane last turn, but he has to do it again now. You know? Because my opponent's not foolish neither. He knows that I may have access to Unstoppable Rage. This would not be something that would help him if I were to play that.
Be recognized.
That's clearly bait.
They're all out to get me.
Well fought.
Now, what's important here is that he definitely wants to drain, but he put it right in front of me. He wants me to attack it or to prioritize it, and that's not the point. We got
Get
it.
this yet.
Again, didn't even need to play Siege, and that's the point. Control. Hope you enjoyed. Hey, I greatly appreciate everyone making it to the end of the video. Please share this. I hope this is helpful in terms of helping to understand just the mindset of Singleton. I purposely showed just one deck, not really focusing on cards, but I showed not really an emphasis on cards, but the kind of mentality that's needed, and definitely how to make the cards work together. And that, I hope, is the point that the video achieves. Definitely there is no card that kind of makes or breaks Singleton, but just more of how you can make the cards work together. And yeah, Please share this with a friend. I hope that this is helpful for them. Definitely hope this is helpful for you in terms of going up the ladder. I will see you in the next one, legends. Y'all be good. Y'all be safe. Cheers.